So we are hosted this application currently on localhost as well as the CS Cloud. So let me walk you through the application. As we see, we have around 8 different types of genres of books that we can currently buy from our bookstore. And as we see, we have a footer. And if we navigate through our header, we have the home button, we have the bestseller, we have a search button where you can search through books. And here we have the different categories of books that we currently have. And we have a shopping cart, and this is a application sign on page. Let us choose one of the categories from the drop down menu, or we can either click on the shop now button or choose one of the categories. So as we see, here we have a bestseller, and the few salient features of our books are some of these books have a read now button, which corresponds to published in our database, and some of them have these featured ribbons. As we can go along, we could see only few couple of books have these featured tag attached to it. So going ahead, if we go ahead and check if do we have anything in the cart, it shows us we do not have anything, and we have to go back and add few books in the shopping cart. So here we have a mystery category, we have fiction, we have novels, we have romance. Let's pick a couple of books, and we have fantasy, we have horror, and we have kids. Let me uh, add a couple of more books into the cart, and now we have 6 books in our cart. As you can see here, it clearly shows what books we have chosen, and here we have we can either add more books to the cart, which is in turn shows the price, or probably go ahead and delete uh, uh, the books that aren't required. We have a delete items, which would delete all the books in our cart. um, this is a good time to go ahead and show you one more thing, that is confirmation page. Here the confirmation page shows that there isn't any orders which is already placed. Let's go back and try to check out. Here we have a checkout page where we can enter details. Let me go ahead and enter a few details. Let me leave a few of the details, and let me do this, and let me give a dummy Visa card number. And as we see, the expiry date is always the present month and the present year, so it's January 2023. Let me go ahead and put this ahead, and if I try to go and complete purchase, we have a lot of validations checks that we do, which will ensure that the details are entered correctly. Let me enter a correct address, and this should let me go through. But let me also point out that we have 6 books in our cart, and this is being stored in the local storage in the browser. If we try to navigate out of this page and get back in, it should still this was the page that we were currently at, and let's clear that, and let me go back to this page. It should still have the 6 cards that are left, and we can go ahead and complete our transaction. As we have seen that the confirmation page shows the order has been completed, and we have a confirmation number, and this is the date right now. And we see that the card has been emptied, and we have a book a summary, and we also have how much we have spent on this transaction, and some of the customer details, and the credit card number is hidden except for the last four digits. If we go back, we see that we come back to the landing page. Let me go back from the confirmation page. If we go back to the checkout page, it should show that your shopping cart is empty, and again the cart page is also empty, so we should go back and start shopping again. There is another thing. If I go to inspect element applications, we have our local storage, which has our card details. Let me go ahead and add one of the books. So the card details is stored in the local storage, as we see here. In session storage, we stored the order confirmation details. As we see, we have the book details, we have the customer details, and the line items, and the order details. If we quickly go back to the database, we have the customer table. This is the details that we have of the customer. And if we go to the customer order, we have this is the order we just currently placed right now. This is with the confirmation number and the customer ID and the amount. And we have the customer order lineup details. These are all the books that we just ordered. This is the customer order ID, book IDs, and the quantities. And the books are stored in our database with the category information. Let me quickly show the code that we have it in GitHub. If we can navigate to Dhanush ND, and we have Blacksburg bookstore. This is where we have all the files. This is the client side files. We have a server side APIs as well, and we've written the whole application in Vue, and the backend is in Java. Please feel free to have a look, and let me know if you have any suggestions. Thank you.